Okay, here's our third project for today. It's almost 9 o'clock at night now. So Easter's almost over. This would be my day off. So we're on third project for today. So this is a 99 Sportster 1200 Custom that I picked up from an old guy. He's only got a few thousand miles on this thing, so this is one we're going to clean up and then sell. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do to this thing yet. Maybe you got some comments. I'm not going to cut it up and make a bobber rigid frame out of it, so get that out of your head. It's too nice of a bike. So this one has a lot of chrome on it. I'm not much for the windshield and the buddy seat and the rack. I have the solo seat that comes with it too. I'm not much in the late model sports anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. So anyway, Ben's going to be coming over here tomorrow or the next day and try to polish up everything. Looks like some of the chrome is blistering, so not sure how nice we can make it look. It's a pretty low mileage bike. Where's the ignition switch on this thing? He's still got the original key fob and keys, what he got with the bike. Harley's House of Harley. So from 99, that's how much wear he's got on this thing. Nothing. The other one looks brand new. There's what the ignition switch is. I knew it had to have one. So there you go. How's that for mileage? 83.76. From 99 to 19. 20-year-old bike. Not too many miles a year, is it? So it still has a stock aero cleaner, looks like, on it, and all the other junk. I didn't think Harley ever used a set of drag bars stock on anything, but I don't think this thing's ever been modified, so all looks 100% stock to me. Quick disconnect rack, all this crap. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean this thing all up, just like what you do with a new bike that you just bought. Something that's been sitting around for a few years. I know he ran this thing into last year, so I know it's not too old, but the battery was dead, and he said the carburetor's getting plugged up or something, so it probably sat for a year or two before that too. So he's up in his 80s, so he wasn't really riding it too much anymore, as you can tell. So we'll go from there. So it's got the fancy ass rotors on it. Still got the 99 wheels and calipers, so it's the last year of the Timken bearing, which I actually like, but some people don't. Looks like a soft tail style rear wheel they used. Then they got a spoke wheel front. More floating rotors. I guess that's why they call this a custom. It has a lot of custom crap on it from the factory. It's got a tapered headlight on it, looks like. I was told this is a stock windshield. Butt ugly to me, but whatever. The sliders obviously didn't hold up very well. Surprising the rim didn't look like it was rusted too much. Yeah, now I can see a little bit though since I rolled it. It does have chrome spokes on it. They're still nice, surprisingly. I've never seen a Harley with chrome spokes stock. Oh well, so I think the wheel will clean up. So yeah, this thing should clean up pretty good. Being only 8,000 miles on it, shouldn't be anything wrong with the motor. I know he didn't ride it very hard. It squeaks a little bit, but the brake does work. So I'm going to go take the wheels off, redo all the bearings, change out the fork oil. I'm going to take the fork apart so we can clean these up. I'm going to take all the brakes apart and flush all the fluid out. And pretty much just anything you want to do on a bike you're going to pick up that's been sitting for a while that you don't know anything about. Even though it's a low mileage bike. So there's some issues, I'm sure. Look how clean it is in there. I don't see a drop of oil on this thing anywhere. I know he didn't clean it. It's full of dirt and dust. So this is just a really, really nice bike. So, except for that chrome cover right there. Oh well. Alright, so we're going to start stripping this thing down. The easiest way to clean a bike is to strip it. So I'm going to do all this basic at 10,000 mile maintenance or higher, whatever they call it. I'm going to go ahead and strip everything off, pull the front fork off, polish the trees, clean up the bearings. The back wheel will come off it later. I'm going to pull the gas tank off, seat off, all this rack crap. Get the exhaust system off so we got access to clean the motor, polish all this chrome up, get it all detailed out pretty nicely, and put it back together. Obviously change the oils out. Carburetor's got to come off completely and strip it down and clean it all out. and then go from there. So, be nice if I had a Screaming Eagle air cleaner to put in the back of this thing. So this stupid plastic piece of crap, but I'll see what's inside of it. Alright, so let's get this thing coming apart. This windshield does not look like a quick disconnect. It doesn't look as much to take it off though. What's the easiest way to do it though? That's the problem. I think if I pull these nuts off right here, it'll just about fall off. No. Nope, that won't work. These brackets are one piece. Actually, looks like they do come apart. Okay, that looks like the easiest way to do it. It looks like there's a quick disconnect here in the back where it just kind of ties itself together. Alright, so I'm going to try that, see if that'll work. This doesn't look like scratched up, it's dirty, so we'll get Ben to repolish it and it'll look like new, I'm sure. Usually genuine Harley stuff has Harley stuff embossed into it someplace. Maybe in '99 they got cheap and didn't do it. A couple of spider cracks there, not too bad. Alright. Get this thing ripped apart, see what it looks like. Ooh, tripping over everything. So this is the first one of these I've worked on, so this is what you do if you don't know what you're doing. Figure it out. That's how I do it, I don't know what I'm doing. I just figure it out. Can't be that damn hard, it's a Harley. First thing I need is a place to put hardware. That and all my boxes. I gotta use them all up. Yeah, that's nice. Perfect. Use this nice vintage one right here. Don't have to worry about getting it dirty. Alright, I'm gonna start with the windshield, work my way down, I think. Better not be any metric crap on this thing. Be real disappointed if that was the case. But it's good to go. Jack the bike up. Makes the front end easier to turn. Jeez, that's heavy. Should be a ratchet in here someplace. Up the other side. Perfect. It's easy to turn out. There goes the clamshell. Bolt away over there. No instructions required. Jeez, look how much better it looks already. I just started. Okay, so I'm going to put the hardware back with this because it goes with it. It's easier to do it now than later. So we just put this all together. Let me drop some more of the hardware on the floor now. See, if you keep all the hardware together, you don't lose the stuff. You could put it on the windshield. Ben has to polish all this stuff anyway, so we'll let him worry about it. Alright, there's the bolt. Open up. There's the bolt and a washer. We're missing the bolt now. Can't be fuller. There it is. First part off. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Let's see how this damn rack comes off back here. You got these stupid flip lever things back here. It's made for a Harley rider to come work on, so it can't be too awful hard to figure out, right? So you got this stupid over-center device here of some type. I'm not sure what the hell it takes to do it, but there's something back here to figure out. Here's where all the comments are going to be coming. Look at that dumbass, you can't even get a rack off a bike. Yeah, well, if you never used one before, you got to figure it out somehow. Oh, there it is. It's got a button you push back here. There, see? It wasn't that hard to figure out. Look at that. See, it's got a thing right here you push down on right here. That thing right there releases it. See, I figured it out. Now I'm only half a dumbass. It took me a minute to figure it out. Actually, I took about 20 seconds, but we'll take a minute to get the whole rack off. How's that? Alright, let's see what the seat looks like under here. I think it'll look a lot better without the seat on there. Nice little solo seat. So I do have it, so. But I am missing a bracket for the back of it. Hell. Oh, you got some stupid scrap thing on here. What the hell is that? What the hell? What kind of piece of crap is that? Oh, that's gonna scrape up the paint. Alright. So anybody got one of these brackets floating around? I need one. That came out the solo seat. Ah, look at that piece of crap. Custom. Yeah, not very dirty. The chrome's a little rusty, but the rest of the bike's pretty clean. Yeah, to pull the seat out from under that. See, that's rusty. Too close to the beach area, I guess. You know, it's not near the beach. You did one from that. There's some kind of a module under here for something. My guess is that's probably for turn signals or some stupid thing like that. The ignition should be under here, I would think. Something under there. Yeah, we don't care. The gas, I'm sure, is vintage, so we need to pull the gas tank off. Get all that junk off. Damn, it looks a lot better. The more stuff you take off, the better these things look. These are horrible looking, these gauges sitting down like that. Should have put those up here where they look a lot better. They look like crap behind the bar. But that's me. Okay, so what holds the gas tank on? Probably a bolt someplace. Okay, looks like we got a squeeze clamp there. I got a cut. Ain't too hard to figure out. There's a nut there. There we go. What's that? There's another nut. What the hell's this damn thing? Oh, this thing will have a charcoal canister on this bike someplace, maybe. Damn smog bike. Yeah, that must be. This is going to be for charcoal canister junk. Yeah, plastic tube. Yep. I'm familiar with that on Softails. What the hell's that other damn thing for? There's another hose here. It's another piece of crap hose going someplace. Where does that one go to? Who knows? Oh, it probably goes the other side of the vacuum canister. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so... Yep, junk. How do you get the gas tank off without damaging it? Stuff's in the way. If I put the bike straight ahead, there you go. You put a little weight on the front and it'll stay put, see? Okay, so need a 1/2-inch wrench of some type. Might be this one. An extension. What did I do with that one I was just using? Oh, it's way over there. Zip gun. Use a zip gun. Yep, I need these things right here. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is clip the clamp under there. Clamp removable tool. Now these squeeze clamps, if you cut them right through here, they come out pretty quickly. I don't think I can do this with one hand, but we can try. I don't think it's going to fly. No, can't hold it. I can't work on a Harley with one hand anymore. At least not that part. Pull off half of it, see? Alright. Ah. Don't dike your finger. Damn it. There it is. There. You pull it out like that. But don't cut your finger. Don't dike your finger like that. That's not how you do it. That doesn't work. Looks like a snake bite though when it does it. It's custom. Alright. This line gonna come off. Oh, it's one of those vacuum operated plastic petcocks. What a shocker. Same as a Softail. At least it looks like the same. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, line came off. Good. Let's see, we got a horn in the way here. What hole's that on? Let's see, it's got some kind of a fancy ass electrical connection under there. I can't tell what it is. Where's my zip gun when you need it? I'll figure it out. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, a lot of Loctite on that. Oh, look at all that fancy stuff. They got all kinds of crap in the back of that horn. Oh, it's almost like they want you taking this thing off. Jeez. Bam. Those are on there. Okay, there we go. If we gotta get the clamp off next. Well, they don't want you to take that off either, do they? Gotta be smarter than them though. Oops, horn fell off. Now we can polish it easier. Oh, it looks a lot better. Geez, every piece you take off looks better. Look at that. Okay, get that out of the way so I can get the gas tank here. Pull that back a little bit. All right. Somewhere's going to be a nut on this side or a bolt. Where you know the nut is on this side. Vacuum lines are in the way. Get them out of the way. There's so much crap under here, I can't even feel a bolt. Damn, I got about 1.5 inch wiring harness under here. Jeez, that's ridiculous. That one came off. That was easy. Nice little flange nut. That was easy. Alright, so what do we got under here? Let's start getting the plug wire out of the way. Jeez. Some kind of fancy zip tie thing under here, it looks like. Damn. Ah. There it is, way over there. Geez, that's going to come out of there? I don't think so. You got some kind of a big zip tie around the frame. I don't want to take the zip tie out. Ah. On my light. Need a flashlight. We got a big wad of crap under here. Jeez, look how thick. I see this piece right here goes all the way up under here. Look at this big zip tie up under here. Is that just going around the frame? Yeah, it looks like it just goes around the frame. That means I should be able to stretch it a little bit. See, there's a bolt behind that. I gotta get that out. Petcock's in the way for that. All right, we'll get that thing out of there. It's a coming out whether it wants to or not. How that wire is. It stretches. Where'd my screwdriver go? Still got the nut on there yet. Okay, so it looks like an Allen bolt. There we go. That's easy. Out of there. Got it. It's trying to get away. Look at that. One Allen bolt. Washer fell out. I heard one fall on the other side too, so there must be two. I don't know where it fell to because I didn't hear it. Probably on top of the motor, we can't get to it. Yeah, probably. Probably on top of the head. We'll hunt for that later. No water. washers on the front bolt. Okay. Under here. Protective cardboard to work. Yep, definitely came in handy because I was pushing against it pretty good. All right, one gas tank. Look at all that crap over there. Oh, I think it's full tank of gas. Good. Sure, it's fresh. I think it's leaking. Let's open the hole up. Yep, I smell that gas in there. It doesn't smell too bad. All right, see, now you can get to a new motor. All right, so if you want to know how Sportster motors are wired, there you go. That's how they're put together. I got this fake snaky crap here. I guess they had a zip tie factory at the factory. Get those out of there. Oh, that's the ignition switch coil combo. Wonderful. All right. Well, I got access to clean the motor now. Don't have to worry about scratching the gas tank. Makes it a lot easier to get to the bike now. Now, these handlebars I don't think are going to fall off very easily. How much wiring they got on this thing? Okay, we got the brake on this side, throttle. Got a rat nest of wire coming up through here that's connected to the tree. This looks like a fake cover. Yeah, that's a fake cover, so that comes off easy. This is probably a fake cover too then. I guess Harley's in the fake covers. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, that's fancy. Look at that crap. Yep, I got a fake cover in there too. Oh, it's my favorite. Stupid Torx heads. Oh, great. Now I gotta get a Torx head wrench. Alright. Well, that must be because all these idiot lights up in here. Must be all the wires come up on the inside. Alright. This thing's I got a pile of you know what. I don't know if I want to pull these trees. If I don't pull them, I can't clean them now. Damn. Alright, that's going to be a little bit of work. Alright, some more tools. I'll be back. Alright, we're back at it. Pull more parts off. Gas pins are thick in here. They stink. Doesn't even smell like gasoline, it smells like something else. Why is the turn signal falling off too? I guess when you pull them here, the turn signal falls off? Oh yeah. I can see why. That's the bracket that goes to it. Alright. Polish the mirror up. A lot easier. Junk over here on the way. Better. So I keep pulling junk off, it keeps looking better. Alright, what do we got over here? Clutch appears to work. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull too much of this crap off. I think the clutch we can leave on there. I'm going to pull the brake off and rebuild it anyway. Alright, let's go on the other side of the bike. See what comes off on this side. Okay, this one's different on this mirror. Yeah, this has got a fancy bracket on this one. kinds of fancy junk over here. So this has a big nut right here. Takes 2 5/8. Look, I have 2 5/8. Oh. I got a junk box over here. It's terrible. Metric American. Hard to keep American metric tools from being mixed. I didn't think it was that hard. I guess I was wrong. Alright, there's a 5/8 there. 5/8 there. Squeeze them together. Should relieve something. There it goes. Appears to be slightly rusty. There we go. No, I didn't throw that. I dropped it. It's the difference between throwing and dropping stuff. Okay, yeah, look at that fancy nut. I never knew that was a Harley part if I saw it. Appear to be genuine Harley mirrors. What a shocker. All right. Pull this apart. It might not be the right size. Probably not. Ooh, those are tight. Probably the right size for these screws here, though. Yeah, that's correct for those. Where's the other one at? They moved it on me. It's over here now. Damn late model controls. That's loose. Okay, I could give me a big socket. I'll be back. Alright, got me a driver. That's got enough balls to loosen it. Alright. Not 1/2 inch. 7/16. Probably should have did this before I loosened it up there. But there you go. Paper towels. Probably gonna make a mess. Brakes tend to make a mess when you screw with them. So far, I ain't doing it. Pull that out. Oop. I'll leave that off. I'll figure it out later. I didn't even figure out how to put that back on. It ain't that hard. Yeah. Not much fluid in there. So you'll lay that in the sink and let it drain into the sink. You have to get a mess on you. Otherwise it's going to make a mess. This has to be all rebuilt anyway. raining. All those parts went someplace. They disappeared. That's a pretty good job. See, my foot hit that box and the parts took off. There we go, way over here. They're back in the box again. This camera's in my way. Can't keep taking shortcuts and losing stuff. Alright, so this is off. What else we got to pull off? Oh, I got a little screw on the back of the fork over there. Sockets over here. Nope. Yep, that one. Just had a little clamp on the back of the fork over here. Right over here. So you take this off. I don't think it's the right socket. Can't be a metric, can it be? Maybe. Keep banging that light. Light's in my way. There's our brake line's free there. Another hidden clamp under the fork. We'll get that one later. Okay, so that's all disconnected. Throttle can come off pretty easily. We're gonna pull a carburetor anyway. Get this stuff off of here. That one came free. Oop. There it goes. Inverted it. Those look rusty. I don't know why. Okay, a couple of crescent wrenches around here, I think. Thought I brought them with me. Obviously not. I ought to have those. Oh, that's what I forgot to go get. I didn't have 2 crescent wrenches. Yeah, I'll get some wrenches maybe. Maybe some of these will work. Yeah, if you get enough wrenches and a crescent wrench, one of them will work, right? Let's see, it's not that one. Okay, that is, what we got here? 3/8. 3/8 and a crescent wrench. This is metric, that's American. There you go. Good choice. Handy dandy crescent wrench works good. Do your nut and then unscrew it. Work down your carburetor over here. Probably should show you that. Okay. You like to pull up on it after you got free play in up here. I think blown up or what? Then you pull this out like that, and it's free. This one here has a springy on this one. So see, this one doesn't slide up because of the spring keeping it. You have to get in there with a little wrench and a little screwdriver tip, which I didn't bring either. Oh, zip gun works. There you go, a little screwdriver. Crescent jumped on my floor. Tools are in the way, see? Alright, so now you come in a little screwdriver, pull that up, and the spring will come out and the cable will come out. Simple, huh? Except it probably won't work. Nope, there's the spring, and there goes the cable. can't see where the cable end goes because it's buried, but it's loose enough now I can get it loose up here. Pull this one off. Over here. Boop, boop. Parts are flying. Put them in your bucket over here. Ah. Okay. Why is that not coming up? Man, that is hard to get up. Okay. I need a little throttle piece here. You just roll up out of the way like this. Slide it sideways. There's a little barrel piece here that rotates. Has a little slot, rotate around, and it should come off the ball. Of course, it's all corroded and doesn't want to come off. And one finger's not enough to make it work. Okay. So deal on this one here. Yeah, stuff's all corroded. Alright, stuff's all corroded on there. Lack of lubrication. Sleeve comes off. Well, these have to come off to get the wires out of the housing. My guess is it's going to take a little bit of lubricant on there to free it up, or for that to happen. And of course it falls right off. Typical. You can't force it off, but you let go of it, it falls off. That's par for the course. There we go. Number 2. Alright. Now these just have a little springy that holds them in there. Just kind of pull them. I don't want to come out. So what do we got here? It says a little snap ring on there, and the bit that keeps it in there. Of course, this one doesn't want to come out. It's in there pretty good. I'm thinking that sleeve has something to do with it. Yeah, that's not coming out. That's a lot of pressure I'm putting on that thing. So if you push the sleeve down and pull the cable out, maybe that'll work. Nope. I'm thinking that thing don't want to come out of there. It'll take 15 minutes to figure that one out. Usually you just pull them in and out, so I don't know why this one's not. Okay, well the bushing is the only thing that does anything. The cable doesn't do anything. That does not want to come out of there. If I force any more, that'll break it, so we're leaving it. I'll work around it. Okay. More late model junk. Good reason not to work on late bikes. 95 and earlier they had thread, they unscrewed. Simple. Okay. I think we need to do is work on the carburetor down here. I need to get the exhaust carburetor off before all this stuff comes off anyway. So Let me clean all this up, raise the bike up, I'll be back.